4 aces found in succession from a deck of cards with a spectator named a totally random number which gave you a totally random pack of cards. They're bound to be amazed, and now I will show you exactly how it works. Hi everyone, welcome back to Coach Trick, where magic meets inspiration. Today we've got a jaw-dropping card trick that's as easy as pie and twice as amazing. In this self-working trick, we find all the aces, one after another, just by using a random number selected by a spectator, and with the help of a little spelling. And even more, we've got a tip up our sleeves that will take this trick from wow to wow. Stick around and I'll share it with you in just a bit. And before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on our mind-bending magic and valuable tips for making your dreams come true. Now you might be wondering, what's all this magic got to do with achieving goals? Well, it's simple. Just like magic, life is full of surprises, and with a bit of practice and belief, you can make the impossible happen. So get ready to be amazed, learn a cool trick, and pick up a sprinkle of wisdom along the way. Now, let's dive in. Grab some cards and let's go. Okay, so let's take a look at this simple yet really amazing effect where you're going to find all 4 of the aces. And you're going to start by asking the spectator just to randomly name a number between 10 and 20. It doesn't matter what number, you just want any number. So let's say they say 17. This is going to provide the start of the trick. You're going to take 17 and deal 17 cards from the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That now gives you a small pack of cards that you're going to work with. For the first ace, we want to make it as random as possible. So let's take that number 17. Let's add the 2 digits together, which gives us 8. And let's deal 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives us our first ace, the ace of diamonds. Now that's the first red ace, so maybe now let's try to find the next red ace, the ace of hearts. For this, we're just going to spell the ace of hearts and see what that gives us. So letter by letter. A, C, E, O, F, H, E, A, R, T, S. The ace of hearts, that's the second ace. That's all 2 aces, the red aces. Let's try to find the first of the black aces. Let's try the ace of spades. And as the spelling worked quite well there, let's try that again. This time, ace of spades. A, C, E, O, F, S, P, A, D, E, S, the ace of spades. Now at this point, you probably want to emphasize to the spectator that they could have named any number that they wanted. That would have meant that you would have had to deal any number of cards according to that number, and you couldn't possibly know what number they would have named. And so far that's given us the 3 aces. It leaves 1 ace, the remaining black ace, the ace of clubs. But let's do this one super fast. This time, let's just spell out clubs, because we know it's an ace anyway. So C, L, U, B, S, the ace of clubs. And that's all 4 aces found in succession from a deck of cards with a spectator named a totally random number which gave you a totally random pack of cards. They're bound to be amazed, and now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at how this little gem of a trick works. I'm going to show you the basic handling, which I just demonstrated just now, and then I'm going to give you a tip which will enable you to take this trick to a whole other level of amazement. But the basic secret lies in the setup of the cards. So you'll need all 4 aces, and then along with the 4 aces, just 6 random cards. Any cards will do. And here's how you set the cards up. Take 4 of your random cards, and then next to those, place the ace of spades, and then your other 2 random cards, and then next to those at the bottom, the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, and the ace of diamonds. So that now gives you a stacked pack like this. 4 random cards, the ace of spades, 2 random cards, and then the heart, the club, and the diamond. Take that small packet and place it on top of your deck. You're now good to go. So take your deck and maybe just give the deck a few cuts, a few false cuts obviously, just so it makes it look like things are mixed up. But obviously you still have your prepared pack on top. Now to start the trick, you're just going to ask the spectator to name a random number between 10 and 20. And they'll name the number, it doesn't matter what they name. And you may recognize this, we've covered this before in a previous video, I'll link to it in the description below. This is the 10 to 20 force. And so let's say they name 17. You'll deal 17 cards to the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now you'll take the 2 digits of 17, 1 and 7, add them together, 8, and you'll deal 8 cards. Now because the way that this 10 to 20 force works, we know that that will take us to the first ace, which is the ace of diamonds. And we know that because of the way we've set the aces up. So 1 plus 7, 8, let's deal the 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that will be your first ace, the ace of diamonds. Now it's literally just all about spelling, because the way the aces are ordered in the pack you have here, you know that by spelling the aces you're always going to find them. The next one being the ace of hearts, so just spell that out. A, C, E, O, F, H, E, A, R, T, S. And when you're doing that, you're just taking the cards from the top and placing them to the bottom. The next ace works in exactly the same way. Ace of spades, it's entirely self-working now. Just spell the ace. A, C, E, O, F, S, P, A, D, E, S. Now for the final ace, the ace of clubs, you don't need to spell the whole card, you just need to spell a 5-letter word. And because clubs is a 5-letter word, you can just spell that, or you can choose any other word of your liking, as long as it's 5 letters. So C, L, U, B, S, the ace of clubs, and that's all 4 aces, and you can show them that all the other cards are obviously different. Now that's a good handling, and it seems really impossible because of the random number that the spectator named. There's no way that you could know what number they'd name, and therefore number of cards that you'd have to deal to the table. So it seems really impossible, and if you throw in the false cut at the beginning, it seems ultra impossible. But there's a way you can take this trick to another level. We've done all of the dealing ourselves just now. So we've asked the spectator for a number, and then we've done the dealing. An alternative handling though is to let the spectator do all of the dealing. So how this works is you obviously have your prepared deck, you're going to give the deck to the spectator, and you're going to ask them to just think of a number between 10 and 20. They're not even going to say it, but you're going to ask them to deal that amount of cards to the table. So let's say they think of 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They deal that number of cards. Whilst they're doing that, you look away, so you're not even looking at what they're doing. Now this makes it even more convincing, because at this point you can say that you don't even know the number that they've selected. You don't even know how many cards are on the table. It's totally random. You couldn't possibly know how many cards are on the table or what the cards even are. And now you can just instruct the spectator to deal the cards to find the aces. Either way though, even by doing the dealing yourself, it's a brilliant little trick. It always amazes, and I'm sure you're going to have fun with it. Enjoy. And there you have it. You now have another amazing and simple to perform magic trick. And like I mentioned in the explanation, because it's all self-working, you can even let the spectator do all of the dealing to take this trick to the next level. It's a guaranteed winner. But before we wrap up, I've got a message that I believe can truly change the game for you. Just like this card trick, achieving your goals can seem impossible at times. But remember, it's all about practice, patience, and believing in yourself. The more you practice, the closer you'll get to your goals, one step at a time. So don't let anyone tell you that magic isn't real. It's in your determination, your commitment, and your ability to believe in yourself. Keep practicing, keep believing, and keep reaching for those dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep moving forwards and take care.